I love television. I love sitcoms. I love gangster movies. I love documentaries. I love practically anything that's on there. In particular, I love sports on TV. And I absolutely love football on television. I love college football. I love professional football. I like Canadian football. Problem is, football and a lot of the things that I like to watch on television are not necessarily on TV at times, or they're on TV at times when I should be out contributing something to the world. That being said, I think when our civilization looks back on the 21st century, they're going to consider the absolute greatest technological innovation that we have ever conducted or come up with or perfected in this century has been the digital video recorder. This one's mine. The DVR has absolutely changed my life. While my wife is asleep, I can watch a 3-hour sporting event in 45 minutes or less. I can see a Three Stooges episode in under 20. And if it's one with Shemp instead of Curly, I can do it in under 10. It used to be the television ruled my life and took me out a lot of the things that I can do now. So now my yard stays cut and trimmed. I spend quality time with my wife. I actually socialize with people. I'm able now to spend Sundays periodically working at a feral cat clinic, spaying and neutering cats. Another story entirely. But one of the greatest things my DVR has given me has been the time to be able to run marathons on a regular basis. In a word, it has changed my life. Yes, the DVR, it presents the ultimate in technological progress. Now you'd think, because I love my DVR so much, that I would be committed to technology and improving it over time. Not so fast. Technology hasn't exactly advanced to the point where I love everything that's come out. And by that I mean a little device that I've had in my pocket for a number of years now, my BlackBerry. My BlackBerry is the polar opposite of my DVR. My DVR loves me. It sits at home waiting for me to come in, park on my chair, grab a drink, and have it show me anything that I love, from a ball game to a movie to a sitcom to anything else I like. This particular instrument of horror occupies a place inside my pocket, sucking up emails, texts, tweets, appointments, all manner of input that means additional work for me. We have a problem with technology when it comes to this BlackBerry. My VCR also looks out for my well-being. When I have programmed it to accept every Seinfeld rerun, every Sopranos rerun, every 2.5 Men rerun, and it starts to fill up, it gives me a gentle and loving reminder on the screen that says, hey, your disk is starting to get full. It's time that you delete something. This to me, deleted or not, tells me that it's looking out for my well-being, saying, look, Jim, you might be watching a little bit too much TV here, and that's not necessarily good for you. Whereas this guy busily absorbs with a completely bottomless inbox every piece of consequential and inconsequential information that it possibly can, trundling on and on and on, providing more and more work for me as we go. Lastly, my DVR never makes demands of me. My DVR, again, sits quietly while I stand by, whereas this thing buzzes over and over again, telling me I'm late for an appointment. Oh, I have a deadline to meet. Whoops, there's a conference call coming up. My DVR never tells me that I have to do anything at all. My DVR also has one of the most wonderful features or buttons that mankind has ever come up with. You know what I'm talking about? It's the fast forward. fast forward takes me at breakneck speed through every commercial, trailer, piece of garbage, messy thing about a program that I possibly don't want to watch. The most important thing that it does is when I'm watching a baseball game, it actually lets me fast forward through that part in between pitches where the batter steps out of the box and makes some equipment arrangements that probably shouldn't even be on television. My DVR doesn't make me look at anything that I don't want to look at. And I wish I could say the same for this guy, because this thing trundles on and on with every single piece of information that I do or don't need. Now you're probably asking yourself, why doesn't this guy keep the DVR and lose the BlackBerry? Don't you think I've thought of that several times? I've walked out of my house looking across the canyon, across the street, thinking I could just throw it only about 45 feet and it'd be right smack in the middle of that thing. Or, by accident, I could put it in my pocket and jump into the swimming pool. I've even thought about going to my human resources department and saying that my BlackBerry constitutes an evil work environment, and according to current HR law, should not be allowed in my pocket. But this evil instrument has also made itself indispensable to me. That's through internet access. It gives me complete football updates real time. So I'm not sure what to do. Only I wish you would treat me as well as my DVR, Mr. Toastmaster.